guys, my name is Ruel Okeo, and here are your top 10 most asked questions in regards to HIV. Let's start. If I am HIV positive, can I get other STIs? Yes, you can get other STIs because HIV is an STI, syphilis, chancre, gonorrhea, whichever, also they are other STIs, and you protect yourself only by using condoms. So you prevent yourself from getting other STIs when you have an STI. Yes, you can get two STIs, HIV and other STIs, so protect yourself. Two, is HIV treatment safe during pregnancy? Yes, HIV treatment is safe during pregnancy because as a HIV positive mother, you protect yourself by taking HIV medication to prevent transmitting HIV from you to your unborn child. So taking your medication can prevent you from transmitting HIV to your unborn baby. We good? Fantastic. Can I breastfeed my baby if I have HIV? Can I breastfeed my baby if I have HIV? The answer is yes. You can breastfeed your baby if you have HIV, but you need to have an undetectable viral load. This is whereby the level of HIV in your bloodstream is so low that it cannot be detected. Only then can you be able to safely breastfeed your child without transmitting HIV to your child. If you don't have an undetectable viral load, you can transmit HIV to your child. So you need to make sure that you are undetectable, and you do that only by taking your medication effectively and faithfully. All right? Number 4, before starting HIV treatment, should you tell your healthcare worker if you are taking other medicines? Answer is yes. This is because some people react very differently to the ingredients in medication, and you could have a medicine which reacts very adversely to your body system. So it is very important for you to tell your healthcare worker that you are taking medication. 5, is having breaks from your pills every now and again recommended? No, it is not recommended. This is because you are disrupting the flow, because when you're taking HIV medication, it's already in your system fighting the virus. So if you stop taking your medications, the virus begin to replicate and they become more and more and more. And when you take your medication again, it starts the entire process. So it is not recommended for you to stop taking your medication. Are we together? Fantastic. Number 6, if you missed one dose, should you double the dose the next time you take your treatment? Hell no. Never double your dose. If you remember to take your medication past your time, take it immediately at the time. And when your time for taking medication comes, take it again. That way you again not overdosing yourself on the medication that you have, because as we understand, HIV is very, very diverse. HIV 1, HIV 2, first line, second line, third line, very, very diverse. And the medicines are very strong depending on what regimen you're on. So don't overdose yourself. Immediately remember, take it then. And then when your time comes, take it at that time and continue. But don't make it a habit, okay? 7, if you are missing doses regularly, should you just stop taking your treatment? If you miss your dose, don't stop taking your treatment. You need to go back to your healthcare provider and tell them the reasons or causes of what is making you interrupt your medication, so they can advise on how you can go about taking it. So don't miss, because here again you will have your CD4 cells, which help with your immunity, are going to be affected, and we don't want that. We want to have a higher CD4 cells to have a strong immunity to prevent the HIV virus from giving us so many opportunistic diseases. You know that? So don't. So seek advice from your healthcare provider, and they will tell you how to go about it. 8, should all HIV treatment be taken with food? The answer is yes and no. Some HIV medications can be taken with food and some cannot be taken with food. It's just some heavy terms like efavirenz. It's really crazy, but I told you some heavy terms. But efavirenz cannot be taken with food because the medicine is too strong, but others like really period can be taken with food. So you need to also liaise with your healthcare provider, but not all HIV medication can be taken with food. Some can and some can't. Seek the advice of your healthcare provider. Okay, guys. All right. How do you know if your treatment is working properly? How do you know if your treatment is working properly? Well, this is because when was the last time you frequented a healthcare facility? That can be your answer. If you continuously frequent your healthcare facility, your medication is not working. You need to seek the advice of your healthcare provider so that they can determine whether the regimen you're on is affecting you or you can be moved to another regimen. So the only way to know, personally for me, I don't frequent hospitals. So my medication is working correctly and I will look at me. Yeah. So medication you can only know how your medication is working correctly first through your viral load tests. Viral load tests get to determine where you are at with your HIV medication. So if your viral load is low, you're doing good. If your viral load is high, we do have a problem. Okay? Last, number 10. What happens if you stop taking your treatment? If you stop taking your treatment, here's what's going to happen. First, you're going to have serious and tremendous opportunistic diseases. What do I mean by opportunistic diseases? Here I'm talking malaria, TB, pneumonia, anything else that can literally affect your body will attack and affect you. Sores, pimples, not pimples in a bad way, don't get me wrong, but they're pimples associated with HIV. So if you stop taking your treatment, you are going to get so many opportunistic diseases that it's going to be so hard for you to start taking your regimen again. And if it gets to worse, then your HIV will become AIDS. HIV and AIDS are two different things. HIV is a virus. AIDS is a syndrome. Syndrome is an accumulation of viruses. That is what is sadly going to kill you. So to avoid that, always take your medication faithfully and effectively. So never stop taking your medication. Whew.
Love Matters. Open, honest, sex friendly.